Welcome to Engineering Exploration Course Project Video Documentation. This is Team 14 presenting before you on the topic Agriculture Mechanization. Particularly in agriculture mechanization, we worked on developing an automated thresher. I am Sneha P. Hiremat with my teammates Sumukh B, Akashan and Neha L. We have worked under the guidance of our mentor Ms. Madhu Asundi ma'am. Now let us look into the need statement that was given to us. The need statement that was given to us was, due to lack of labor and to increase yield, few agriculturists in a village want to go for mechanization of various processes involved in farming. Now they are in need of automated solutions for processes like seed sowing, plantation and harvesting. Based on this need statement, we formulated a problem definition as to design a semi-automatic thresher which is able to do precise and hygienic threshing. It should sense the stalks that are fed to the machine. It should be mobile and user-friendly. The machine should not exceed volume of 5 cubic feet and should complete the process within 1 to 2 minutes maximum. The cost to build the machine should not exceed ₹5,000 and it should work for 3 hours continuously. Moving on to the function tree. Our automatic threshing machine mainly has 4 parts. Those are feeder, thresher, collector and indicator. The feeder is the part where the maize or the grains are feeded. It releases the feed into the threshing cylinder. The thresher releases the grains to the collector. It collects the feed from the feeder. It releases the chaff to the container and it separates chaff and grains using blades or rotating fans. Collector collects the grains. Indicator indicates the completion of process. Moving on, we have clustered some functions. Subsystems identified based on function tree and function clustering process are threshing unit, separating unit and mobility unit. The generated concept when we had a rough idea of making a thresher at the beginning are, these were the 4 ideas or concepts that were generated at the beginning, and then based on the pug chart we finally decided and selected a concept. This is the selected concept for making an automated thresher. This has a feeder, it has a threshing cylinder and a perforated plate. Moving on to the virtual implementation, let us now look into the 3D model of entire system. Let us now look into the 3D model of our automated thresher. This is the 3D model of the automated thresher. As I told you, there are mainly 3 units in our threshing machine. One is the threshing unit, the second one is the separating unit and the third one is the mobility unit. This threshing machine mainly has a feeder, a threshing cylinder, a perforated plate and a body. Now let us look into it from the front view. This is the front view. This is the side view. This is the back view. This is the side view again. Let us now look into the parts one by one. This is our first part, that is the threshing cylinder. This is the threshing cylinder. It has plates in them which cut the grains and separate the grains from the chaff. This is the upper part of the perforated plate. It has holes in it so that the seeds can fall down from these holes. This is the lower part of the perforated plate. This is the final perforated plate This is the upper plate with holes in it, and this is the lower plate which is plain. Coming back to the final thresher model, let us now look into how the actual threshing process takes place. This is the feeder where the grains will be fed. It is fixed with an IR sensor which senses if the grains are being fed or not, and if the grains are being fed, it gives signal to the motors and the motors get switched on, due to which the threshing cylinder and the perforated plate gets switched on. After this, the grains fall into the threshing cylinder where the actual threshing process takes place and the grains get separated from the chaff. After this, they fall into the perforated plate where a sieving effect takes place, and due to which the seeds being heavier fall down, whereas the chaff remain on the upper plate and seeds get collected on the lower plate. Like this, the seeds get separated from the chaff. At the same time, we even fix a IR sensor to indicate the end of the process. Let us now look into the circuit diagram of entire system. It consists of an Arduino board, that is Arduino Mega AT2560, a breadboard, two motors, an IR sensor, a LED bulb and a battery. Here the Arduino board is used as a microcontroller. IR sensor is used as input. It senses if the grains are being fed to the thresher. If the grains are being fed to the thresher, it sends the signals to the motors and both the motors get switched on. The first motor controls the threshing cylinder, whereas the second motor controls the perforated plate. The rotational effect of second motor gets converted into oscillatory motion required for sieving effect of perforated plate. The LED is used as a indicator of process completion. The breadboard is used for systematic connections and the battery is used as a source of power supply. Moving on to the Simulink model of entire system. One pin of the Arduino is connected to the IR sensor as the input. Two pins of the output are connected to motors. The other two pins are connected to the second motor and one pin is connected to the LED. When IR is equal to 1, that is the grain is not being sensed, that is the grains are not being fed, the motors remain in off condition. When IR is equal to 0, that means the grains are being fed to the thresher. At that time, the IR sensor sends a signal to the motors and the motors get switched on. And after 10 milliseconds, they again get switched off. Let us now look into the bill of materials required for entire system. We require PVC pipes, plastic rods, foam sheets, acrylic sheets, rubber belts, Arduino Mega AT2560, IR sensors, steel rods, metal sheets, acrylic sheets and ready-made wheels. Let us now look into the motor sizing and battery sizing of entire system. After doing the calculations, we came to a conclusion that for threshing cylinder, we need a Johnson motor of 6.7 kg cm torque with speed of 500 rpm. And for oscillation of perforated plate, we need a DC motor of 150 rpm. The functional specification of the entire system are: the thresher should hold the feed, sense the feed, move the feed from feeder to the threshing cylinder, separate grains and chaff, blow the chaff away, move the chaff to a different container, release the separated grains to a perforated plate, separation of grains from the remaining chaff, collection of chaff into a container, signal once threshing is over, automatic switching off of the machine. Now, let us move further and look into the modeling and simulation. Let us now look into the final Simulink model. This is the IR sensor, this is the first motor and this is the second motor. When the object is not detected, constant is 1 and the motors remain in off condition. When object is detected, the constant changes to 0 and the motors get switched on. After 10 seconds, the motors get switched off and LED switches on and then gets off after 3 seconds. Now let us look into the chart. The chart has a off one condition where all the motors and LED are in off condition. When object is detected, they come into on condition and it remains on as long as object is detected. Both the motors remain on. After this, it goes into off to condition where LED switches on indicating end of process. We would like to thank our mentor Ms. Madhu Asundi ma'am for her constant support and for guiding us throughout this project. We would also like to thank Kaushik sir, Raghuraj sir and Unnati ma'am for their suggestions and advice. As we know, agriculture is the backbone of our country. We are so grateful to the exploration project that we were given a chance to do something innovative in this field. Hope this helps the farmers in the future. Thank you.